Defending Vans World Cup winner Zeke Lau is on the hunt for requalification on the championship tour. With the official start of the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing only days away, Zeke will be eyeing some big results on the North Shore.
Triple Crown to me was everything. I mean, I grew up watching the Triple Crown. I used to try and ask my dad to let me cut out of school so I could come and just watch the guys. And I mean, I came really close to clinching the Triple Crown, and it's something that's always been a big goal of mine. So definitely going into this trying to clinch that Triple Crown title, and hopefully I'm just in the running again at Pipe or wherever, and hopefully I can finish it this time and get myself into a requalifying position.
Yeah, you Zeke, go get 'em, Hawaiian. Hiki no.
Come on, that was ridiculous.
The Oahu chapter of the Surfrider Foundation teamed up with Vans and HIC for a massive beach cleanup in Kahuku.
We've got hundreds of people out here cleaning one of the dirtiest beaches in Hawaii. And so it's great to see everybody here, especially as the Vans Triple Crown is getting ready to kick off.
Thanks, guys. Awesome work. An unprecedented number of wildfires are raging across New South Wales in Australia. According to NPR, the fires have charred hundreds of thousands of acres and forced residents to leave their homes. Our thoughts are with the Australian community at this time. In the latest installment of his video series, Imagination Roulette, Australia's Louis Hine takes his 20 on a cruise through Aqua Green Indo. Good surfing, good music, good waves, no Sunday scaries here.
That was quick. John, welcome back. Florence just sent a note earlier to the WSL's Pat O'Connell to let him know that he's officially surfing again. In addition, he posted a pipe clip to his Instagram with the caption, "It feels good to be back in the water. Looking forward to doing some of this." More on this as details become available, but welcome back, John.
Here goes Parkinson. So far, so good. Beautiful inside section to work with. Jams it. Sick. That was an incredible turn.
The waiting period for the Hawaiian Pro, the first jewel in the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing, starts tomorrow at Haleiwa. And the forecast? It's gonna pump. Surfline models are calling for a solid northwest swell for the 15th through the 18th that will bring overhead to double overhead waves. We're in the home stretch of the race for qualification on the 2020 CT, and with last year's winner Joel Parkinson retired, the podium is wide open.
Here goes Parkinson, and he would need an 8.14 to get back in the top spot. So far, so good. Beautiful inside section to work with. Jams it. Sick. That was an incredible turn.
WSL peer partners, Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii and Surfrider Oahu, are keeping the momentum with Bill 40. This bill would phase out single-use plastics, like styrofoam and plastic straws, utensils, and stirring sticks, starting next year. This would make Hawaii the first state to ban most single-use plastics. From banning sunscreen that's harmful for coral reefs to plastic bags in grocery stores, Hawaii is looking to take the lead once again in protecting our environment.
What's being described as catastrophic fires are currently burning in Australia from Sydney to the Gold Coast. Over 170 homes have been destroyed, including the self-built ranch home of Australian surf legend Nat Young. And the entire state of New South Wales has been placed in a state of emergency. CT surfer Ricardo Christie captured the scale of the disaster on a flight from Brisbane to Sydney. For all those affected, please stay safe and heed all warnings. And a very happy birthday goes out to California's Jake Marshall, who turns 21 years old today. Have fun tonight, Jake, but be ready for Haleiwa.
What's he got in the bowl? Big hack in the section of critical form, then up onto the lip line float and throws in a third turn.
The window for the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing opened today with the traditional Hawaiian protocol ceremony held at Haleiwa Ali'i Beach Park. It featured traditional chants from Hawaiian community members, along with offerings made to the ocean and a show of gratitude. Local Hawaiian and international surfers were in attendance, including Billy Kemper, Zeke Lau, Makua Rothman, and Griffin Colapinto. The Hawaiian Pro, the first stop with the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing, is off for the day. Next call is Thursday, November 14th at 7:30 a.m. local time. With the window now open for the Vans Triple Crown, one name we are elated to see in the heat draw is Mr. Kelly Slater. He won his first Triple Crown title in 1995, but here's the kicker. He's never won at Haleiwa or Sunset. Kelly's last appearance in the Triple Crown was in 2016, so could this be a swan song?
Kelly Slater, big hack in the section.
More Slater news. ABC announced today that the network has picked up a new competition reality series called Ultimate Surfer. Kelly Slater will be the lead consultant and on-air talent for the show. Held at the Surf Ranch in Lemoore, it will showcase up-and-coming surfers who will train and live together. One man and one woman will earn the opportunity to compete on the tour. Think you have what it takes? Head over to www.ultimatesurfercasting.com if you're interested in being a contestant. Production starts in 2020. After a season that spans from January to November, Florida's Noah Schweizer claimed the 2019 North American QS regional title, earning his maiden WSL victory at the Florida Pro. Later in the season, he followed it up with another win at the WRB Outer Banks Pro.
Been a fun year, super fun. I'm so stoked to take it, but a lot of ups and downs, but it's been a good year.
Congrats, Noah. Keep up the strong work, man.
Dropping in on the back doorway, he's covered. He's surfing. He's standing tall.
Well, the swell is starting to arrive, but we're just not quite there yet. So the Hawaiian Pro is off for the day. But to keep the North Shore vibes flowing, Stab caught up with John Florence and just dropped a video interview with the two-time world champ today. Florence gives the nod to Seth Moniz as the top contender for the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing. And then some fun speculating about both Italo Ferreira and Gabriel Medina's world title prospects. Want to know why John Florence might surf Pipeline? Well, head over to Stab Magazine to hear him dance around this question.
Dropping in on the back doorway, he's covered. He's surfing. He's standing tall.
While the men finish up their QS tour here in Hawaii battling it out, the women are also wrapping their QS season at the Port Stephens Toyota Pro in Australia. With 6,000 points on offer, this is the last big push for the 2020 Championship Tour qualification. Last year's winner, Nikki Van Dyke, will be there, along with CT surfer BRISA HENNESY.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal to be back here, and hopefully I can just stay on tour. I think that'd be amazing. But yeah, it's so special here, and it's a beautiful place, and I'm really grateful for the community to come together and to support this contest.
There's tons of swell in the forecast for Barubi Beach, so Hawaii might not be the only big show in surf this week. In other news, the Surfer Awards heavy water nominees have been announced, with Kai Lenny and Nathan Florence as the front runners for the men. For the ladies, Keala Kennelly, Paige Alms, and Bianca Valenti are among the nominees. The Surfer Awards will take place on December 5th and will be live streamed on surfer.com.
I really discovered how much I love big wave surfing and how I'd be doing it if no one was here.
And from all of us here at the WSL, we want to wish a happy birthday to Nat Young. The Australian icon turns 72 today. Nat is currently in California promoting his new book, Church of the Open Sky, which if you haven't picked up a copy, it's definitely worth a read.
And I happen to have a good wife who would go and get all the diaries, and I was 8 weeks in bed with a new knee, and so I just started writing again, and that's what happens when you're addicted to writing, you know.
Hope you have a good one, Nat. Catch a wave for us. Day one of the Hawaiian Pro is done and dusted, and speaking of dusted, mind the pun here, the story of the day was 2014 Hawaiian Pro champ Dusty Payne, who came out swinging, getting a big win in his first heat of the 2019 Vans Triple Crown of Surfing. The other big story of the day was the big man himself, Wiggly Dantas, dropping a pair of 8s, getting himself the highest heat total of the event so far. Surfline's projecting the swell to pulse throughout the weekend, so we could be in for a hell of a ride at the Hawaiian Pro. Tune in tomorrow morning for the call on WorldSurfLeague.com.
Down the line, boom, what more?
With the Hawaiian Pro and Port Stevens in the water, this year's qualifying series is coming to a close. But for all you QS fiends out there, the 2020 calendar has just been announced. New to next year is the Challenger Series. These are the 10,000 point events for both men and women. There will be more 10,000 point events on tour, including new stops at Manly Beach in Australia and Pia in New Zealand. More of these Challenger Series events provides more opportunities to surf your way onto the Dream Tour. For the full rundown on the QS and the Challenger Series schedule, head over to worldsurfleague.com. The final women's qualifying series of the season, the Port Stevens Toyota Pro, is in the water in Burubee Beach in Australia. With 6,000 QS points on the line, this event always carries significant qualification implications. In the draw was young Molly Picklum, who posted a 9-point ride today and just went viral, courtesy of a full road air at the BSR Surf Resort in Waco, Texas.
I've done a couple of frontside ones, but nothing to that, and backside I barely do backside airs, and to get one in the pool, I didn't realize that I could do them until I went there, and that's what that's all about, and that's why I wanted to go.
Exciting to see some of Australia's best surfers sink their teeth into the new urban surf facility that just opened in Melbourne. Joel Parkinson, Sally Fitzgibbons, Ryan Callanan, Julian Wilson, and others have been spotted testing out the new man-made wave in Victoria, and it looks so fun. The more waves, the better. There can never be too many.
As expected, a massive swell came through and absolutely rocked Haleiwa for day number 2 of the Hawaiian Pro. It was South Africa's Beric de Vries who annihilated the wave of the day, claiming a near-perfect 9.90. 3-time Jaws Big Wave event winner Billy Kemper was looking sharp at the start of the day. And in an unexpected move, Californian Tanner Gudauskas announced he will be hanging up the jersey after this year's Vans Triple Crown of Surfing.
This will be my last Triple Crown. I'm going to stop competing after this year, and as it stands now, I'm an alternate sunset, so this is like kind of the last one, so just enjoying every step of it.
For all the highlights and results, check out worldsurfleague.com.
An incredible wave of the event. Big old slash right there, classic heavy-footed turn, and then up into the lip.
It's finals day in Burubee for the Port Stevens Toyota Pro Women's QS. Today's the day we could potentially see 3 surfers qualify for the 2020 Championship Tour, including our first female Championship Tour surfer representing Japan. Tomorrow, we'll have the full 2020 qualification picture for you. It was all systems go yesterday at Pe'ahi, with Kai Lenny being the standout on 3 different boards. We're talking tow board, paddle board, foil board. He might have been skimboarding at one point, nobody knows, but Kai Lenny stole the show in a variety of different ways. Other standouts included Paige Alms, Ian Walsh, and Ty Simpson. Looking forward to the full edit of this session. What a way to start Big Wave season at Jaws. INNERLIGHT Surf Shop in Florida turned 50 yesterday, joining a very elite club of surf shops that have hit that 50-year mark. Started in 1969 by icon Yancey Spencer and now run by the one and only Sterling Spencer. We want to say congratulations and cheers to another 50 years of INNERLIGHT Surf Shop. And finally, we want to wish a very happy birthday to Pipe Master Eddie Winner, turning 40 today, the legendary Bruce Irons. Happy birthday, Bruce.